Hi, I'm Josh Rapp, and I am the meteorologist for New York City Emergency Management. One of the things that I do for New York City Emergency Management is to try to highlight the potential for big storms in sort of the medium to long term. So we're talking about maybe the 4 to 8 day window or so. I try to highlight that potential, and I try to provide a little clarity in terms of what the data is saying. And then once we have decided that there's potential for major impacts across the city, then we'll start doing regular consults with the National Weather Service. So on blue sky days, the Watch Command and the Watch Command supervisors, they're always monitoring the weather and the latest weather forecast. But one of the things that I try to do is try to advise when we should start the consult process, just to get a heads up, or to get the ball rolling in terms of rolling out our emergency plans. But the first thing I do is look at all of the latest model data, and I compare the trends, and I'm also looking at as much National Weather Service data as I can too. And that helps me sort of formulate a picture of the environment, and then I try to align the weather with the sort of impacts that the city might experience. And I try to relay those in terms of probability, likelihood of occurrence, sort of coverage of storms and things like that. So prior to this, I was active duty military for about 12 years. I was in the Air Force, and I was a weather forecaster there as well. I was stationed all over the place. I did 7 assignments in 12 years, including 7 years overseas and multiple deployments. In the short term, like if you have an event that's occurring that day or the next day, there's a lot of data to look at. So I'm basically just monitoring it all, again, to gauge trends, to see if any of the timing might be different, what could be adjusted. Because sometimes you get a forecast, let's say at 7 a.m. in the morning, and by 11 a.m., just a few hours later, it can change quite a bit. The best thing that you can do as a sort of, as a New Yorker is to monitor the National Weather Service forecast. They're there to provide the most accurate and detailed forecast as possible. The Notify NYC is a big one because we forward out all of the National Weather Service watches, warnings, and advisories when those are issued. Weather can obviously be very difficult to predict, so I'm just sort of monitoring the current conditions, the latest forecast data, satellite radar, all those tools to sort of try to come up with the most accurate forecast that I can.